think that's all we can do in here for now, which is basically just look around.
Yeah,
like an
it's
asshole.
like a uneasy feeling in there.
No, that was.
Oh, what?
Oh,
Hey!
wait a sec.
Ha cha cha cha. Maybe. Okay, let's try this again. Oh boy.
No.
You want to pause
God.
recording
While we try and figure out how to get into that door.
We'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, we're back. This is our. We defeated the first boss battle.
Yes, we defeated the first boss battle. I guess what we had to do was
It's already at slow, so just
Okay.
put it up to normal or something.
I'll just leave it.
Yeah.
So see how that goes.
So this is our room.
This is our room?
Yeah, I believe so. Oh no, this might
is
have
the
been
wife's
the
room.
wife's room. Never
Yeah.
mind. Yeah. That's right. So this is the kind of puzzles that are in this game. You have to find like one interactable. Are you having fun?
I do know that's a certain puzzle that we have to get into.
I believe we can probably do it now.
We might be able to. I just don't remember how to solve it.
Look at the painting of the woman in the yellow.
Yeah, there was something. Was this? No, that wasn't.
Okay. I believe in time, the mirrors will point to it.
Engineering, math, and physics.
Not my thing. What did he study? Just writing?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little pocket watch you can click on.
And it doesn't. I can't do anything else with it, but yes.
No, I guess it just lets you know.
That's telling.
It's a.
No, I wanted to look at those.
What is that?
I don't think it's gonna let me look at them though.
Okay. So the.
But those are the things, aren't they?
Nah, you find those later.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Oh, they're in the doctor's bag.
They're in the
aren't
doctor bag.
they? Yeah. Those
But
are
that
guy's
is-
clothes.
That is a hint for later.
Yeah.
Aww.
I don't know how I end up looking at the dog from over there, but sure.
This game's really good.
That's how I end up looking at the dog.
At the dog. I didn't want to go through a bunch of trinkets and perfumes, but I want to.
How do I end up?
That's the real mystery of the manor. It seemed to be comfortable, but too fancy.
This is not a bed that
That
we're
is
looking at.
not a bed. Nope. Alright, well, there should be like... Oh, can you get that ink bottle? Or is that a
No,
little
I
perfume?
can't.
Anything in the bed?
I believe that this was like the clue.
To go check out the mirrors.
Yeah.
Is
I
there
think
anything in the bed? I guess
No, it's
not.
just
It's
having
just-
me click on the other thing.
Yeah, I guess not.
So at least we know now that, like, the way to, like, sort of reset this,
Is to go into the next hall.
or is to, like, just sort of walk away and walk back, and then you should be able to look at certain things that you weren't able to look at before. I'm just trying to...
Perhaps
Yeah, I don't really remember how to do that puzzle.
I
but
think
you
we
can.
need them to say something about this room. Because
Yeah.
eventually Jerry...
As soon as I left the room, I had a curious feeling of having missed something.
Oh, that's a hint that there's something hidden in there, but we can't actually do anything yet.
No.
Because I think we need Jerry or one of the others to bring up the missing
Oh,
room.
yeah, yeah.
To be like, I heard rumors. So this is our room.
Yeah. I quickly realized this had to be my room. It quickly became evident why as I glimpsed the gorgeous view through the huge window. Oh, yeah, this is actually a pretty good
This is a really nice room. Yeah. I like it. It's
I would need more
fancy.
Wi-Fi.
I think this is before internet.
Beautiful oak wood desk. by the window, an extraordinary expiring view.
What's up? What side?
It was mahogany!
It's mahogany!
The view was inspiring. Jerry had picked the right room for me. It would be ideal when doing some work.
Yeah, this is nice. I've been writing a story lately, and I found that location and writing is everything.
Oh, okay. No table could come in handy.
Oh, go to your inventory.
Oh, right, we put our stuff
We put
there.
our stuff in here. There we go. Vanishing Town.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, that's us. What's on the back?
The most breathtaking page-turner of the year. Passing traveler comes across a small town of Fetch Rock set in Cornwall, England, only to find that it's completely deserted, devoid of any signs of life. Houses, shops, town hall, church. No human being to be seen. The traveler informs the authorities of a nearby town of this fantastic event. The next day, an officer accompanied by 2 policemen visit Fetch Rock, except everything is back to normal. 10 years later, John Parker, a journalist, reluctantly accepts the assignment to investigate these strange events, as they have now grown into a persistent local legend. Could it have been a practical joke by that anonymous traveler, or did something truly strange take place in the vanishing town? Things became more mysterious when Parker learns no inhabitant of Fetch Rock remembers what happened on that day.
So, one of the
If H.P.
reviewers
Lovecraft was alive and suddenly decided to write his take on The Wicker Man, the result would be this book. Deep, engaging reading, and downright terrifying.
Tales from Relaya.
Relaya.
That's the area of Cthulhu.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, that's him.
Yep.
Oh, Cthulhu.
So, one question though. For this, artist guy, why exactly... Oh, that's his real estate. Oh, we have his phone number now.
Yeah, his phone number now. Keep talking.
Why does he have a copy of his own book? There's Barbara. I don't know why we have
our
Barbara.
assistant.
Oh, okay.
Because that's what all artists do, is they're so pretentious that they have to... Oh, matches.
Yep.
They're so pretentious that they have to carry around their own work.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you before this, are we going to read out all these notes? Because if so...
I'll do it.
I have asthma. I can't talk for too long.
Okay. It took me months, but at least I think I managed. Well, I mean, so to speak, as there are a very few details left, but I can confirm with certainty that this house is yours. I owe you an apology because I didn't think it'd take me this much time. I tell you, I'd have never thought that finding a Victorian house and no less than in Rothbury would have been hard. The majority of the old houses in the future are either impossible to live in or they belong to the aristocracy. As if that wasn't enough, you and your bloody whims. Was it really that necessary to being so cut off from the town? Why all the sudden need for solitude? Well, as long as you don't become one of those typical hermit writers. Anyway, this beauty will take your breath away. It belonged to a wealthy family that always took great care of it. Around the mid-60s, it became the property of one person, I believe a friend of this family. He lived there for about 5 years or so and then abandoned it. Yes, you're right, abandoned it. As far as I know, the lunatic, a renowned doctor, spent his last days getting drunk on lousy bars before vanishing from the face of the earth. Why some would do that is beyond me. The house then became the property of the National Trust, and surprisingly enough, no one ever did anything about it. That is, until I rescued it from oblivion, of course. It took me a lot of work. I hope you like it. The price is just as we discussed. I know it's hard to believe, but the price of the interior was never agreed upon. So whatever you find inside might be furniture or long-lost Rembrandt, it's yours. Just remember our deal. If you find anything of great value, you have to share it. Now, I won't bother you if your sort of collection happens to be valued in the thousands, but if you bump into a hidden cache of money, and you can never know, really, then I want a piece of it. Wait a second. If you happen to sell anything important item you find in the house, such as your sofa collection, I have to get a part too. Business is business, my friend. By the way, I sent 2 people over yesterday to clean it up from top to bottom. 6 years without inhabitants must have left it a nice coat of dust, you know? They couldn't do wonders, though, and you're going to need weeks to fully clean that place. Oh, they told me the house seems to have a rat problem, but you can't have it all. Should you need anything, don't hesitate to give me a call.
Thanks, Jerry. He's our good pal.
He's a good pal, good friend.
Good friend, that Jerry Carter.
I think that's all.
Remember in Alan Wake how he had a bunch of copies of his books?
He did.
Oh, you had your
right, this was by a doctor lived here.
The doctor.
This was the doctor's
The
room before it was
family's
ours.
doctor, yeah.
So these anatomical pictures make sense. But we can't read any of it because it's in doctor writing, and doctor writing is impossible to...
This kind of really sets the mood. Oh, you can put down your typewriter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
It's that.
Oh, that's the typewriter?
Yeah, it's in a case.
Hold on, it wasn't letting me move.
Yeah, you just put it on the big desk. Now, there is a secret ending.
Oh, yeah?
If you type a page every time you can, you'll get the secret ending.
Really?
I think we should save rank beforehand.
I can't do anything with it now.
Nah, you'll get like a prompt, like, I think I should type something. Or now would be a good time to type something. You often don't have to.
Oh, he wants to explore.
Yeah. Yeah, there's only certain times you can.
Okay.
But I think we should...
I didn't see that ending, so that would be interesting.
I won't spoil it, but I think we should save really close to the end and try to do both endings.
Okay.
All endings.
Okay.
But that's not for a while.
Okay.
So yeah, so our friend Jerry hooked us up pretty good.
Yeah. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to go over here.
He's a pretty good pal, that Jerry. And now we have our secretary's number. She might be able to help out with some stuff.
Yep.
So yeah, the residents here just kind of went mad and left.
I need to... I actually want to look at that.
Yeah,
I know that's a thing, so hold on. Let me go back, and let me go and look at that.
You might have to edit out a few glitches. Yeah, just leave and come back.
Oh my god. There's gonna be times where we're gonna have to, like, leave, come back in.
No horror novels. Unbelievable. I'm a horror writer. Also, the house apparently has a rat problem.
Yeah.
So, of course, you can hear the rats now playing their beautiful music.
Yeah, it's such a problem
It's
with
the
these rats.
cellar of rats.
Oh, you know what? Have you ever seen Layers of Fear?
No.
Layers of Fear actually reminds me a lot of this game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you're a painter, you're kind of going through, like, some sort of, like, I don't think, drug deal, whatever. You're going, I didn't want to go.
Oh, you kind of went to the living space.
Somehow I ended up over here, I don't know how.
The fireplace had a generous amount of wood in it, and I was relieved to know that I could warm the place up in case it got cold.
Certainly no good at chopping trees, because we are a writer and we have no muscular.
Apparently, the only thing we can do is write.
Yeah. Enjoy it in the living room.
Probably not long, because the servants were there a few days ago.
April 20th, during a tit of rage, I burnt my fit. Oh, okay.
Name this episode Tit of Rage.
I burnt my previous diary. Not that I regret it, as if my disjointed notes were worth anything. My only purpose was to keep me sane. I feel that this is my escape route, my only means of finding some inner peace. Whenever I put pen to paper, I feel that I can reflect upon my situation. I just wish I had more options, that's all. But I'm rambling. I must think clearly. Focus. May 23rd?
May 12th?
Probably. I've become an eternal guardian, stuck between two choices, none of which are
that
good.
Escalated.
Yeah. Do I fulfill a promise and violate everything I believe in, the very principle of my life, or am I condemned to spend the rest of my existence in this dead-end state, a ghost with no other purpose than just being here, watching? I truly have no escape. I can't find an appropriate solution to this problem, and I must pay the price. I'm a shadow of a man I used to be. Only these notes remain, my testament to these moments of meditation, my sole companion. June 26th. Today I spent the entire afternoon staring at the window, my mind blank. Oddly enough, I really didn't care. It seems now as though it was something natural for me, a part of my personality.
Oh, that's depression, lady. Or sir.
But I know the reason very well. I've lost my soul. I'm an empty shell devoid of any feelings. I renounced them on that fateful day. And the worst thing is, I knew there were going to be consequences. No, that's not true. Consequences were far worse than I expected. How could I be so blind? 25th.
Yep, January 20th.
That's the 26th, so... Oh well, whatever. And that's January. This is January. That's a big jump.
Yeah, that's a huge jump without writing anything.
I often wonder what would have happened if we had simply reversed it all. What would happen if right now I came out and told the world what really happened? No, I'd end up rotting in jail, though that might be better destiny compared to this eternal suffering. I can't say for sure when it began. I just heard them one morning coming from the next room. The whispers. Are they real? Have I been alone for too long? They won't stop. I can't stand it any longer.
Now this is the doctor.
Yeah, I think it's the doctor after the family.
And what's right next door to our room? Or right by our room?
It's the woman's room, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think it's the African art collection.
Okay.
That's by our room.
Oh yeah. Ever since I locked it away, everything seems to have calmed down a bit. Maybe James was right after all. It's madness, I know, but at this point, I'd be inclined to believe anything. So yeah, it's the African room.
It's gotta be it.
After the years, I was convinced that everything James suffered was misfortune, a whim of destiny. To the first time ever, I'm not so sure anymore. I never thought it could happen, but I believe I understand now. If this is so, then cursed be my soul. Poor James. I had acted in another way, maybe things would have worked out differently, but it's too late now. I have to suffer my cavalry. The noises are back, although this time they're different. Before I'd only hear them inside my head as if someone or something was whispering. And now, how to put this, interrupting my thoughts. But now I can't really feel them. I can really feel them spreading around the house. What are they? It feels like the noises are coming down from there. I don't want to think about it anymore. December. Just December. They are unbearable. They get worse at night. Oh, and how I wish it would stop. What is going on down there? I don't dare go near. I don't want to know.
I don't want to know. Oh.
Marche.
Marsh. The year of the marshes.
God, how many years has passed? I lost all sense of time. I have to get out of this place. They're destroying in a way I couldn't explain. Yet I felt curious about who was tormenting that poor fellow.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the doctor.
That had to have been the doctor.
Yeah. What does this door go to?
And Jerry mentioned the kitchen, maybe? The study. The study.
Yeah, that's right. We missed a room.
Oh, it's so quiet in here.
Somehow I ended up over here. Pity, I could have used a drink.
Remnants of a fire.
A previous fire.
Ooh.
Candelabras.
Very ascetic.
Yeah, we'll start at the bottom and work our way up. No. Okay.
Huh. Cigars.
Oh, I grabbed something. I got a screwdriver.
Oh, nice.
I got something when I get there.
Oh, an envelope. Oh, can you put the Italian letter in there? I certainly need some help with the letter, but who would I mail it to? Oh, I see.
Do we need to know?
We need to wait.
First, I guess. Let's see. It's locked.
Oh.
We only have that key to the house.
Let's try it. Maybe it's a master key. Who knows?
No.
No.
February 6th, the construction of the railway bridge is almost complete, and it went smoothly. It took longer than I expected, yet I wish it would have lasted longer. I will be very sad to leave South Africa.
Oh, this was James.
Yeah.
This is Mr. Blackwood.
I became so attached to it, its culture, its arts, over the past few months that I can't help feeling as if it was already a part of me. I will surely return someday, soon hopefully, though I'm afraid there is a great deal of work to be taken care of in old Britain. Fortunately, I made good friends here who are ecstatic about my new appreciation of their country. They've offered me some wonderful objects as a token of gratitude, which I have already created and ready to ship, along with many trinkets I bought myself. Looks like I'm about to start a very substantial collection. It's a good thing Catherine agreed to move into our new home, though I fear several renovations will have to be made.
So Catherine is Mrs. Blackwood. Let me know when you want me to read off. It won't be too much of a problem if we trade off.
Okay. Even more if I'm intending to start a serious new hobby. It seems I'll have to get back to work. John Patterson has just told me since natives are causing trouble. Very unfortunate thing, though I'm secretly rejoicing. You're going to read the next part.
Yeah.
There.
The natives won't leave. It's not like they're causing trouble so much as they're upsetting our workers. The only complaint so far has been distraction. They just stand still between the trees, staring at us without blinking an eye. I watched them for a few minutes, and they truly seemed like some statue.
Tenebrous
Statue.
Means
At
like
first,
dark.
it was just annoying, but lately it's become downright creepy. They seem to be stalking us, so it's not like they're hindering the construction, but there is a general uneasy feeling, as if they were about to jump at us at any moment. I think I will hire some protection as a measure of precaution. Fascinating. I've been looking into these natives. They live in a nearby village and are a very small group, yet they seem to manage quite well. I had thought of them as quite an uncivilized tribe, but their movements are calculated, and one can perceive a sense of organization in their tasks. Oddly enough, they seem to be very brutish, and their aspects look awful, although I couldn't take a good look at their facial features as I followed one of them completely on my own, and it could have been dangerous getting any closer. Also, the village is poor and very rough, with some of the shacks left out as inviting or special. It made me curious. I'll try to come closer tomorrow.
I can read the next one. Next couple. My second expedition to the village of the natives has been foiled
Again.
by an unexpected problem at the bridge. I'm afraid it was due to a slight miscalculation on my part, an indication that I should be focusing more on the task at hand and put my sudden love for all African things aside for the moment. It was my fault and I accepted. They are at it again, lurking beyond the forest. It's amazing how they have changed our perception of the surroundings. At first we were delighted by the quiet nature of the place. Now we fear what horrors might be concealed in that dark and foreboding cloak of trees. The tops loom above us, overshadowing the bridge, and strange noises haunt our wheels. Even the river tells ungodly secrets. We could be, of course, a bit more sensitive towards the distractions, but I can't help feeling the area has in fact become more sinister, and yet I'm looking forward to satisfying my curiosity about the tribe. You want to read this one?
Sure. At last I found something more about the neighboring tribe. This is an incredible finding, and I just can't withhold my excitement. Some elders at the local town happen to know about them, but only through stories that they've heard. The most surprising thing is that the tribe was assumed to be extinct long ago, but according to my vague descriptions, the elders think that we could be dealing with a legend here. Everything they ever learned of them was during their childhood, when the tribe was stalking the town, much in the same way they have been stalking us. People used to call them Delhan.
I have no idea.
As such, was the sound of screams heard echoing late in the night. They'd come out into the streets and see an evil glitter atop a hill in the distance. Some would say it was a fire, others the cursed spirit of an ancient god. Whatever it was, they say the bright light amid those fantastic screams was bone-chilling. The macabre scene would suddenly stop just as it had begun, out of nowhere, never to be seen again in days to come. Intervals between those horrible nights became longer and longer, until they soon faded into oblivion. The tribe apparently had retreated back into obscurity until now. They were later known as Dalmare, a rather more scientific name, although none of the people I spoke with could possibly remember its origin. I find it extremely surprising that nobody has ever heard about this tribe with the exception of a few townspeople. They must be incredibly rare, and judging by the stories passed on from generations, very old.
I can read the next couple. I will confess that I've become nearly obsessed with this strange tribe. I see them as most prized goal of my appreciation towards all South African things. A dangerous yet irresistible reward. I feel as if they were my discovery. I simply have to study them before leaving. I fear I won't have the chance to ever again. It has become an important goal of mine, even more important than finishing the bridge. Finally, I have managed to see them. My God, what a disturbing spectacle! When we arrived, they were moving around the village very slowly, without speaking or communicating with each other, each minding his or her own business. completely alien to the rest of the world. They were filthy looking, coarse, and downright disgusting. I couldn't see any weapons, but they could have been stored somewhere. It's all very strange behavior in a tribe. They must be quite unique. Then, as if they had suddenly all become possessed by some wild spirit, they began shaking sporadically and screaming like mad. Some of them dropped to their knees and lifted their hands to the sky, eyes blank and moaning in an indescribable way. Two of them walked away, still in that monotonous and slow manner, and in great contrast to the rest of the scene, into a shack. The next minute they brought into the open an odd-looking mask. Its shapes, colors, and overall looks, while unsettling, were mesmerizing, and I felt instantly hypnotized by it. It rendered my modest collection of African curiosities into dull and uninteresting items. The mask was ominous, and the whole tribe seemed greatly to revere it. Soon they began to gather round it and move in circles, fluttering and chanting like a guttural psalm. Judging by the motions and aspect of the whole ritual, it must have been some kind of war ritual. I'm not sure how to explain what happened next, as I feel my pulse is already throbbing. Words fail me to recount the most disturbing thing I've ever witnessed. One of the male villagers walked into the middle, near the mask, by his own will. It was an almost automatic act. All of a sudden, the remaining members became silent. I can't tell how long it lasted, but I was afraid to breathe. I think Dalby and the others were also scared. They wouldn't even blink. I remember being soaked wet and expectant. The silence was so unnatural. Then a few members separated from the people circling the mask and jumped on the single villager, beating him to death. To be completely faithful to the event, a small crowd tore him apart. They grabbed his legs in twos and threes and twisted them in a manner I dare not describe. His face was disfigured with their bare fingernails and teeth, and a torso soon disappeared under the frenzied tangle of hands. In a matter of a few minutes, the village had turned to a red sack of bones. Not one of the attackers had the compassion to snap his neck during the sickening process. All was methodical, as if it was just another mundane task.
The most terrifying aspect, though, was that the victim didn't even cringe. The silence was so deep I could hear his flesh ripping. I would expect any living creature to scream its guts out in such a condition. I can't tell whether he was drugged or half asleep, but I did recognize him dancing like everyone else before, walking to the middle of the circle. It was the most outrageous and sadistic sacrifice I've ever heard of. I don't think I'll ever forget what I saw. My intentions of approaching further, even if they didn't have any weapons at hand, vanished. Those creatures, I dare not call them human beings, could have killed my whole company in the blink of an eye with their rage. They seemed to be completely out of themselves and willing to destroy anything intruding into their path. While the images of the sacrifice still haunt my thought, I can't seem to forget the mask. It was so deceptively simple and yet perfect in its design. I haven't seen anything like it. I surely would love to take a better look. I feel that down there, dangerous as they are, could be the most important ethical finding in decades. What I've seen today is crying for some further investigation. I just can't leave them like this. I will never forget myself. And the mask. That mask.
That mask!
That mask.
I was ecstatic after reading the journal. Its material was fantastic.
It was incredible. I would be concerned that this guy got, like he's treating it like it might be some, like nonfiction or something.
Yeah. I was trying to see if
Or nonsensical, I guess is the word. But there might actually be truth in,
No, smoking can kill you, especially when the cigars are decades
old. But drinking like a fish is fine.
Yeah, drinking like a fish
What's
is
on
perfect.
the bookshelves?
Alright, this was that other place. Okay, so we only missed this room before.
Yeah, it looks like. It's just kind of tucked away into the corner.
Hold on. Okay, screen has an issue with fading out. Clarkson's house most working. Diploma granting to construction engineer to this dude. Those books was impressive. We were glad we spent days going through them.
But are they horror?
No, I don't think they are.
Excuse me.
They don't appear to be.
Click that.
Grasshopper Lies Heavy by Hawthorne Abdinson.
What are the others? Yeah, just click on those. Oh, there. It was just some boring and annoying book entitled World of Mist.
Hey!